Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. So today I am going to the press night for Unexpected Twist at the Lowry. It starts at 7 o'clock. I am sat in the stalls. I'm on row P. I think it's for seat 12, 11 and 12. But on the end of an aisle. And it should be a really good show. Apparently in this show they use like beatboxing, which is really interesting. And I know at the end I've seen they do like a improvised piece at the end, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the show. It's going to be really good. And yeah, obviously I'll review it when I get home and tell you what I thought of it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little fit vlog. So it is now 6:30. I've just arrived. I'm just across the water from the Lowry. It's just there. So just gonna walk over now and head in. The show starts at 7, so it's half an hour till it starts. So I'm gonna have a quick look around and then I'll probably head into the auditorium, find my seat. So I'm really looking forward to the show tonight. It's something a bit different, so yeah, looking forward to it. I'm on my own today as well because my brother was ill, who usually helps look after the children. So yeah, my mum and dad didn't want to look after them on their own, so yeah, on my own tonight. But yeah, looking forward to the show. I'll get back to you now once I'm inside. Okay, so I'm just inside the theatre now. It is like 6:15, so it should start in about a quarter of an hour. Just going to head to the press desk now and get my programme, and then I might head in, so I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so I've just picked up my programme from the press desk. Have a little look through it. Okay, that's some interesting articles to read in there, so I'll probably read those in a little bit. So I'm just gonna have a little walk around and I'll get back to you in a bit. So I've just come down to the low level. There's the poster, just where the toilets are. It's down here, and there's also a cloakroom here. It also tells you the prices. So the programmes are £6, and you can get a place for it for £10. That's how much they are. Okay, so here are my tickets. I'm just about to head in now. I'm in door H. You can see it's not going to focus. There we go, door H, just here. So I'm just going to head in now. Okay, so just heading in now. So I'm on row P, so 12 and 13. So just here, 11 and 12 and 13. So these two seats are mine. So this is the view of the stage from here. This is a really good view actually. Very good view. So it actually starts in 10 minutes. It's pretty empty. I wonder if people didn't realise it starts at 7. But yeah, it starts in 10 minutes. I'm on row P, seat 12, well I've got 11 and 12 so I could sit whichever one I wanted. It's going to start in about 3 minutes, so I'll let you know what I think in this. Hi, so it's now the interval and I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. So in this there's no instruments or anything, they all do beatboxing and stuff for the music, and the music is so good. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the show, can't wait for the second half, and I'll tell you all about it once I get home.
To us right here on this stage in this theatre, you are going to hear a completely brand new improvised piece of music, and no one else will hear it ever unless you break that golden theatre rule and you take your phones out, you film, you take pictures, you sing, you clap along, you do you, as long as you act Twist on stage, hashtag unexpected twist. Are you ready? Yeah!
I haven't got a phone.
alright? It was your smile. It ruined me. What's your name? Mason. Lovely to meet you, Mason. I am knackered. I have just done a show. Being honest with you, Mason, genuinely, could you point? You're going to conduct your very own special piece of music and point just like I was doing. Is that alright? So you can do it. Come a bit more, Sarah. Yeah, you can just take the spotlight. Massive round of applause for Mason.
So the show is now finished. It was really good. Okay, so the show has finished now. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. I'll tell you more about it when I get home. Dad is gonna pick me up, so I'm gonna walk back over the bridge and find my dad and then head home. But yeah, really enjoyed the show. Just outside of the War Museum now. I'm just waiting for my dad to pick me up. He should be here soon, hopefully. Shouldn't have to wait too long. So yeah, that show was actually a really short show. It was only 2 hours long with a 20-minute interval. So it started at 7 and it finished just before 9. So yeah, not too long of a show, but it was really good. Really enjoyed it. Obviously I'll tell you a bit more about it when we get home and I'll show you the programme. But it was really good. I really enjoyed all the beatboxing that they did. The harmonies they did were really good. All the songs were really catchy and good in it. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Hope my dad will be here soon. This might be my dad. No, it's not. Oh, it is. Okay, so I'm now back from the show and just thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. So I went to see The Unexpected Twist at the Lowry tonight. It was on in the Lyric Theatre, which is the biggest theatre which is in the Lowry. I was sat in the stalls. I was on row P, seats L, and the view was excellent from there. It's a really good view. It's hard to find a seat where you don't get a good view in the Lowry because it's a modern theatre. It's been built really well and you get good sight lines from like every seat, so it's hard to find a seat where you don't get a good view in the Lowry. But yeah, it was an excellent view from that seat, plenty of leg room, really comfy seat. The show didn't really have any merch. They had programs which I have here. They were £6, and they also had the play script as well, which was £10. So that was the only merch that I could see that they were selling for the show. So the show started at 7 p.m. and it had a runtime of 120 minutes, so 2 hours including an interval. I think other shows are on at different times. I saw that most of the shows this week are on at like 5 o'clock, some are on at 2:30, so make sure if you're going to check exactly what time the show starts, because it doesn't start at the traditional time of 7:30. They tend to start a bit earlier, I think because it's a kids show, or it's aimed more at kids, older kids, as from age 8 up, if the start time is a little earlier than usual. So as I just mentioned then, the recommended age for this show is 8 plus, and I agree with that. I think that is probably about the age range for this show. I particularly think pre-teens and teenagers would probably love this show, because that is what the age range that the show is based around. The show is actually on at the Lowry until the 7th, Sunday the 7th of May, and I'll link down below where you can get tickets for those shows. I'll also link down below the show's official website, and it lists on there all the places that the show will be travelling to on its tour. So if you don't know anything about the show, Unexpected Twist is a modern interpretation of the classic Dickens tale Oliver Twist, and the book which the show is based on was written by Michael Rosen and has been adapted for the stage by Roy Williams and is directed by James Dacre. So the show features original music by Yaya Bay and BAC Beatbox Academy's Conrad Murray, and the music in the show is just amazing. The music really makes the show for me. I just really enjoyed the music in this, and what makes it so amazing is that no instruments are used in the show, no backing tracks, no tracks at all. It's all done by the cast on stage. They use beatboxing and they just use their voice to make the music, which I thought was something that I'd never seen in a musical before, something that was new, and it was just a really nice thing to see, something like I said I hadn't seen in a musical before, but it worked really well for this musical. So if you don't know the story of Unexpected Twist, it tells the story of Shona, who is a young girl who is from a family who is struggling. Her mother passed away, and it is up to her father now to bring her up as a lone parent, and he's struggling financially, so much so that they had to leave their previous home and move house to a new flat, which means Shona has to move schools. So she starts at a new school. At Shona's new school, her class are reading Oliver Twist, and this is how we get a story wrapped within a story, as obviously the class are reading Oliver Twist. So at school, Shona ends up being offered a new phone by one of her classmates, and in exchange for the phone she has to do some errands for him, and this is how Shona ends up getting embroiled within a criminal gang. Luckily, Shona realises, with the help of her teacher and her friends, that she's in too deep and that she needs to get out of the gang before it's too late. So as the story unfolds, we realise that Shona's life mirrors that of Oliver Twist. The teacher seems to mirror that of Nancy, her nan mirrors that of Fagin, and some of the other characters also mirror the lives of some of the other Oliver Twist characters. So the set for this show was pretty simple. It had what looked like walls of school lockers, which was on 2 levels. It didn't really change throughout the show, and they just brought on props when needed, such as like school chairs and desks and things. So it's quite a simple set. Like I said, it was on 2 levels, and often what they'd have the school children down below reading the Oliver Twist book, and then characters from the book would appear at the top on the 2nd level, which was quite interesting. So that's how the set tended to work, and yeah, I really enjoyed the show tonight. It is definitely a really good family show. There's quite a few families there, and they seem to really enjoy it. Like I said, this show is recommended for age 8 and up, which I think is probably about the right age range. Like I think I said before, I think pre-teens and teenagers would definitely really enjoy the show, because the characters in the show are around that age. So I thought I'd just quickly now show you the programme and show you the cast as well. Okay, so this is the programme. Like I said, this was £6 if you purchased it. I did get this free for reviewing the show. So on here it tells you how long the show is running for at the Lowry. So it's on from Tuesday the 2nd of May till Sunday the 7th of May. If we look inside, we have some adverts for some upcoming shows. Then we have an article here. It's a Q&A with the writer of the book, Michael Rosen. We'll have another article, All Hands on Deck. We have this Dickens glossary, an explanation of some of the Dickens terms used in the story of Oliver Twist and in our play. You've got a note from the designer, and then here you have your musical numbers. So these are the ones in the first act. You've got School School. I actually quite enjoyed that one. I thought that one was good. Days of My Life. You Ain't Got a Phone. That was another good one. Why Am I Here? Again, that's another good one that I enjoyed. I've Got a Phone. Old Kent Road Stands Market Song. Be Strong. Not Everything Is As It Seems, and Pressure. And in Act 2 you've got Why Am I Here reprise. We Call, You Come, You Do As I Say. Oh Yes. No More Chips. This Is Who I Am. Again, I like that one. This Is Who I Am. I've Got a Phone reprise. Get Out, Stay Out. I Remember the Beach. Our Story. My Best Friend Is Free. Free. My Reasons, An Unexpected Twist. And here you have your cast list. You have Kate Donaghy as Desiree and Dodger, Alex Hardy as Gaz / Charlie Bates, Rosie Halal as Miss Cavani, Drew Hilton as Savannah / Oliver, Nadine Rose Johnson as Rosie / Dodger, Polly Lister as Nan / Lorraine / Fagin, James Metyard as Pops / Noah / Bill Sykes, Alexander Lobo Moreno as Tino / Dodger, Leah Summers as Rashida / Dodger / Nancy, Thomas Vernal as Dad, and that is the cast. And then over here you've got your creative team and your production team. And then these are the cast biographies. I'll just give you a quick look at those. And then you've got your creative team and your production team there. And then you've just got some more adverts. And that is your programme. I actually think that's quite a good programme. It has quite a few articles in and some few interesting bits to read. Quite a few programmes that I've had recently from the Opera House and Palace. They've literally just been the cast biographies and the cast list, and that is it. But the Lowry always tend to have a bit of something in them, so I thought it was a really good programme. And also the quality of these programmes, they're on really thick paper. I just find these ones really good quality programmes, so yeah, good programme. So yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this show. I thought it was really good. I would give this show 4 stars. I just thought it's something a little bit different, something I haven't seen before. and I just really enjoyed the music in this show. I thought it was really good, so I would give this show 4 stars. Like I said, the show is on at the Lowry until the 7th of May. I'll link down below where you can get tickets to that show, and also link down below the official website where you can see where the show is touring to. So I hope you have enjoyed this little theatre vlog. If you do enjoy theatre vlogs, I do lots of theatre vlogs on my channel. So if you'd like to see more, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified when my next theatre vlog goes up. So like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.